spirits of the light, wielders of the great power that shine through and far wide upon the lands of our world. In my hour of need, grant me the light to banish evil! Link. Chosen hero. Lend us the last of your power. I'll try to soul Ganondorf with my light arrows. You target him and keep it within range of my arrows. Like we were gonna let this guy wander around and pillage anything he sees in his sight. Well, there's really nothing left to pillage because he destroys Zelda's castle, making essentially Zelda a homeless princess, so this just got way too personal. Not to mention the fact that he hurt Midna, which is something I will not approve of. Okay, so Zelda got a hit on Ganondorf early, but I ran out of spurs. Come on. Oh, so close. I didn't think Zelda would get him on the first shot. But this fight, I remember can be a little bit annoying because of how the controls work. Up until now, we've had an okay... Ow. Don't attack with that sword. And this guy's really not making it easy for me. And it's not because of my drifting control stick. He's actually been pretty formidable. Zelda? Zelda! You could... Zelda, that was your chance to shoot him. Why didn't you do that? What, did you have just the one arrow to utilize? Okay, I've never seen Ganon this aggressive before. He's usually the one that we have to chase down. I don't know why he's doing this. Oh my god, I get with this. I don't know what's up with him. Don't tell me I'm gonna die to this guy of all things. What, I gotta clash swords with him? No, that's not how it works. Why is he being this aggressive? I've never seen him like this. What, do I gotta run him? Do I gotta utilize one of my own arrows? Okay, there's clearly something I'm not getting here. Zelda doesn't want to act up, which is kind of one of the problems about this fight. You know what? I'll just shoot you with my own arrows. Screw them. I'll go at you one-on-one. That's what you want. Get it, right? You want to 1v1 me? I got Ilia's charm, so I can call Epona to my side whenever I want. Because clearly trying to deal with him on a horseback isn't working for some reason. Maybe I do have to attack him with my own blade. It's probably better to do that on foot than try to chase him down. Here it comes. No, that's not working either. So what am I missing then? That? Gonna charge at me, I know it. Or I can just wait over there. Guess when I get close enough, then he'll start charging at me. Yeah, he's just stationed there. Alright, so this is another boss fight that I apparently don't have complete knowledge of. Great. I really thought I figured out everything there was to anticipate about this fight. But he's just standing there, menacingly. So I guess I gotta take the fight to him? I know I collided with him. Oh sure, now Zelda wants to help out. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is one of the main problems about this fight. Zelda just wants to help whenever she feels like it, I guess. Alright, we got him shocked. Got hit out of him. I know it got hit. He flinched. Don't care about the Phantom Riders at all. Ganon is your only target, and those Phantoms, they just disappear after they try to charge at you, it seems. Now they can't land in a position that you might be riding into, so be wary of that. I gotta catch up to him, but I'm letting him go on the offense for too long now. I guess I should also target him, because that's what Zelda said. Yep. So targeting him is how Zelda is prompted to use the arrows of light when we're chasing him. Yeah, that's what I thought would happen. I was expecting that to happen at least once. Well, at least this means we can chase him down again. After he tried to swipe at me first. Where'd he go? There he is. Maybe the point is I have to keep him running after he tries to hit me first. That might be what my problem was from before. As it doesn't help that Zelda's such a bad shot. Then again, we are right on horseback, so she's not got the steadiest aim in the world, which might be the excuse why she's not the most helpful in this fight, but it doesn't mean it's any less annoying. Also, this face of Ganon apparently has his own nickname. You never see it in the game, but it goes by Dark Rider Ganondorf, which is fitting. So it's kind of weird though that this is a different form, despite that we're still seeing Ganon in his base form. He's stunned. Almost got him. I can't believe I just went by him like that. Marvelous. He's stunned for an abnormally long amount of time though. Ah, that lucky, cheeky a-hole. He swerved at the last moment. I'll give him credit for that. He completely juked us. That was weird. Took a long time for my spurs to charge up. I guess that doesn't charge when I'm in Z target mode. Also, did you see Zelda almost did a complete point-blank shot of her own accord? That was almost pretty impressive. It was kind of impressive that she did come as close with that hit. But unfortunately, it didn't work. If she did hit that though, that would have been something. Oh, now he's chasing us now. I guess hitting him just swats him away. Come on, there you go. That was a straight shot. There's no way she could have missed that. Got him with that strike too. Excellent. I think this might take at least one more shot at Ganon. Yeah, so that might be how it works. First we gotta swat him away when he's on the offense. Then that's when we get on with the chase. Gotta keep him running though, too. Otherwise, he'll go on the offense again. There he is. This other was trying to target there, even though Ganon was attempting to swat at us. I'm not having on the run though. And he just freaking clotheslined me. That's what it looked like. It looked like a freaking clothesline. Get him on the run. Keep him on the run. That's it. That a girl, Zelda. I knew she was gonna go for. She was gonna nail that hit, but I also knew that I was getting knocked off my horse again the worst time. At this fight, it looks cool since we're on horseback, but it's so annoying. Like, man, I wish this part of the fight was handled a lot better. There's a lot of small intricacies about it that just doesn't make it as fun as it should be. Come on, hurry up. Good, my spurs are back on. Gotta get close to Ganon. Almost. I was kind of hoping that would work. I'm pretty sure he was trying to go on the offense again. Where'd he go? There he is. Come on, I know I was hitting it that time. Man, I think that the the best part about this fight so far was the Ganon's puppet portion of this entire battle. Everything with Ganon himself, there's just always something that doesn't work about the fight completely. I have no idea how I got hit there. I went in between the Phantom Riders. There's no way I should have taken a hit. Get away. There we go. Got him. Gotta get close. Got that time. 3 hits and he's still not down. He might be like a 5-hit counter or something. Hurry up. Come on, Zelda. Bring out Spurs here. Yeah, I knew that would work. I knew I was gonna get hit off of that. I just knew it. I have no idea why the difficulty spike of this just ramps up considerably. That was just, again, a small intricacy to the last 2 fights. Just kind of watered down the overall battle we had to go through with Ganondorf. It's a straight shot and it didn't work. Once again, those annoying Phantom Riders. Those guys get so annoying after a bit when you get knocked down by them a number of times. Hurry up, hurry up. There we go. Ah, I ran right into one of them. Of course I did. And all this happening with a drifting control stick too, that's not making this any easier. I can't believe I'm in my last 4 hearts at this part of the entire battle. I thought I would do a lot better with this. If that's how just Ganondorf sneaking up on me, I didn't know where he was. Now I see him. There you go. On guard! Haha, there. Now we're on the offense. I knew she was gonna miss it there. There they come. I thought I could outrun him there. This is not a very fun fight. Not at all. Not so fun. That time was just dumb. Yeah, you think that the... Oh my goodness, come on now! You'd think that the 4 spirits of light that we've seen way back in the early part of the game would be more helpful than this. I'm actually gonna lose one of my fairies because of this, am I? I mean, I'm not really surprised considering how annoying this fight can get. But still, that doesn't make it any less dumb that this is happening. And I think this is like the last horseback segment we'll have of the entire game too. I didn't want to stop there. Epona, work with me, please. Don't act up now, girl. You've actually been really well behaved throughout this entire game up until now. Can't choke when it counts most. Here come again. Dodge them. Come on, Zelda. I just need one shot. Good. Of course I missed him. Why'd you stop, Epona? I didn't want you to stop there. I know I'm gonna lose a fairy on this. There's no way I'll get another clean shot at him. I'm just waiting for one of those Phantom Riders to get to me before I get to him. See? I knew it happened again. Gotta circle around so he gets behind me. I meant to say I'll get behind him. Come on. Gotta get behind him. I don't think it's gonna happen. Yep, there it is. That's fairy 1. Might be a blessing in disguise that I did keep those fairies around after all. that time was just dumb. That should not have happened. There's no way he could have circled around that close to me. Ah! Seriously, enough with that! God, why is it such a headache? Finally! I just need to get one clean shot on him again. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen though. I knew that was gonna hit me. God, this entire horseback fight could be just a video in itself, I feel. That's just how long this is taking. Or at least that's how long it feels gonna take. But I knew for a fact I was gonna divide this finale up into like multiple parts at the very least. Such a shame that this has to happen. For this long too. I'm not even sure how I'm gonna cut this down when I go back to edit this, because it's just so rude. I can't even imagine how annoying this could get on a 3-heart run. I'll admit, I never had to do a 3-heart run before, I just never wanted to do one. But I can't imagine how frustrating it could get with this! On that little health too! I wish there was a way to combat against the Phantom Riders. If there was a way that you could vanquish them, then that would make this fight a little bit easier. Of course, finding a way to try to get behind Ganondorf, because there's no way you can outrun him, it seems. There he is. He's probably gonna stop, isn't he? No? Yeah, he did stop. Of course he did. I need to get behind him. There he is. I just need to keep him running. That's the first major step! Oh man, what a headache this is. There, now's our chance. That's good. Finally! Figures! I would lose a fairy on the last hit. An impressive looking blade, but nothing more. Would you hear my desire? To take this foul blade and use it to blot out the light forever! And now we're at Dark Lord Ganondorf. Yes, this counts as a different form than Dark Rider Ganondorf. Don't ask me why, but that's just how the game operates. You actually start off trying to go for a potential struggle spot, because when that problem comes up, you can clash blades with him and try to get an upper hand. You know what? He's at full health, so I'm gonna match him. Because I ain't losing my second fairy on this fight. This fight can be pretty easy. He's gotta find a way to stun him, and then go on the attack. And I know just how to do it. But first things first. Oh! You see the the Master Sword actually lights up when that comes up. Alright, the walls hurt you. Kinda forgot about that part. Now what I wanna show off is this thing. You know how in every final boss in Zelda, there happens to be that one item that just adds a funny aspect to the fight? I'm trying to... Every time I want to go for it, he wants to go for a struggle spot. Well, here's that funny item. It's the fishing rod. Whoa! Hello there. Alright, there. This is how this item can add a humorous aspect to the battle. He just stands there while you're waving around this fishing rod, thinking, what the heck is he trying to do? Is he trying to hypnotize me? Is he trying to catch something? Is he trying to lure something in? What's up with this little boy? He's just looking at the hook. He's probably best friends by my hook actually, the one we got from Rawlins some time ago. He's probably thinking about wanting to pawn this off after he kicks our butt. Well, that it's not gonna happen. I actually got a strike on him after I put that away, or at least struggled to. Unbelievable. So there is a chance that if you're fast enough to put that fishing rod away, that was just stupid. That was a stupid move on my part. If you're able to put the fishing rod away fast enough, there is a small window that you can attack him by switching back to the Master Sword. But don't do that. Most of your techniques, unfortunately, are not going to work on Ganondorf in this final battle, but the backslice, that can be one of the few exceptions. Or one of my shield bash could be of helpful use. There it is, the struggle spot. When that happens, just mash A. Very easy to get an upper hand, and that creates an opening that can help you attack him. Yeah, he's got iframes though. Uh-oh. That was close. Try to keep him away from the walls. We saw those can hurt you if you bounce off of them. But yeah, the one time that this game decides to implement that. Stupid drifting control stick. I don't want that to happen. Every time that does happen, that's when Ganon wants to go for a struggle spot. Do that. I had a feeling he was gonna go for that. I was just waiting for it. And that's our chance to go on the attack. Not done yet. Thankfully. Oh! He wants to try that again! I didn't expect him to go for that twice in a row. There's no counter off of that though. Maybe for a well-timed shield bash you can block that. But I can never see it coming. And that time I tried a shield bash, but I just wasn't fast enough again. I'm not gonna waste any more time. Going for a backslice. Apparently he wants to go for some fancy move of his own. Oh my god, I hate that move so much! I don't know why that works on me so well. I recognize he did that kick from Smash Brothers. He does that exact same kick in Smash Bros. So I guess we know where the origins of that move came from. Go. So sometimes you can follow up with that if you're fast enough. There we go. No drifting C-stick can stop this from happening. Slash away at him. And finish him off. Do not think this ends here. The history of light and shadow will be written in blood. What? Say something. Am I so beautiful you've no words left? And that is The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. It is pretty cool seeing Midnight her true form. And you can see more of that true form in Hyrule Warriors. I know I made a few references to that game, but for one, it's legitimately good. If you haven't had the chance to try Hyrule Warriors, do so and give it a whirl. It's really fun. Also, Midna appears in both forms in that game, and both of them are really, really good. I personally use those forms a lot whenever I need to rely on someone that has a lot of AoE attacks, and they are perfect for that role. But yeah, that's the game. It really sucks it's gotta end on 2 boss fights in a row that have very weird stuff, very weird quirks about them. That final fight isn't as hard as I made it out to be if you thought it was hard at all. I was just not on my A game there, but it's not that difficult. You just gotta pay attention to how Ganondorf reacts and try to counter accordingly. But those 2 fights that I had problems with, it kinda highlights Twilight Princess in a nutshell. For every good thing that comes from this game, there are a few bad things that kinda highlight this game's shortcomings. Like, don't get me wrong, I like this game, and I do like the positive stuff about it. I have sung its praises numerous times, but I will admit, there are a few things that do drag it down a little. And unfortunately, the HD version doesn't do that much to help improve on those flaws. I do like this game, but after playing through it again for the channel, it kinda solidified my belief that this isn't a top 5 Zelda game to me. Like, if I feel generous enough, I will put it as a top 5 game from the series. And look at that, the entire town is now falling under Malamar fever, as they should. Embrace the young ruler while you can. You don't want to feel his wrath. Believe me, almost happened to me a lot of times, and I'm very thankful that it didn't come down to that. Also cool, you can see Carl with, I think his father's sword. That kid's gonna grow up to be a fine hero someday, I bet. Kinda wish we did see him when he was older in a later entry in the game. But I guess it only happens if that does connect to the same timeline that Twilight Princess takes place in. Also, a nice little moment between Rutella looking down at his son. So again, that is the positive stuff about this game that we're seeing. But like I said, it probably wouldn't qualify as a top 5 Zelda game to me. I do like it enough, and I do have fun with it, but those flaws and the missed potential opportunities are like the size of potholes to me. Like, when you find something that doesn't jive with you, it may stick with you. That's kind of this game's legacy, really. The good stuff is good, but the bad stuff, oh boy, that's gonna stick with you probably a little bit more. I know people were really excited when this game came out or was unveiled at E3 to be like the next realistic Zelda game that everyone wanted after how much praise that Ocarina of Time got. And while this game didn't live up to its predecessor's legacy, it did leave a mark in its own right. I mean, it's a strong fan base, and it was so popular that this HD port happened. And there's a nice cute moment from Snow Peak Ruins there. Gotta love the Uni couple. I do. despite that funny minigame. But yeah, those are my feelings. They pretty much are probably what you think of about this game. The good stuff's good, but the bad stuff, it's gonna leave an impression on you too, and not for the best. Small tidbit about that last scene though with Ganondorf. You know that line he mentioned about the history of light and shadow will be written in blood? Well, that wasn't gonna be the intention for that line to come to be. If you recall back in Skyward Sword, at the end of that game, Demise gave this whole speech about the bears of the Triforce will be forever locked in conflict, and how that the wielders of courage and wisdom will forever be bound to a curse. That was gonna be used for this game actually, but it got shortened down to the history of light and shadow will be written in blood bit. But it's cool to know that they did save that whole spiel for what was essentially the start of The Legend of Zelda. Kinda cool that they did pocket that for a later time. To think they probably thought about that all the way back in 2006 in Skyward Sword. It's gonna be 10 years old pretty soon at the time I'm recording this, like a couple months away. Also, according to Miyamoto, once the devs finished working on the game, they celebrated by putting memes across Hyrule. I think I may have seen a pic about that on the internet, but I might be fooling myself. Either way, just imagine that. That'd be a cool way to celebrate. Well, I guess it's farewell, huh? Light and shadow can't mix, as we all know. But never forget that there's another world bound to this one. Shadow and light are two sides of the same coin. One cannot exist without the other. I know now the reason the gods has left the Mirror of Twilight in this world. They left it because it was their design that we should meet. Yes, that's what I believe. Zelda, your words are kind, and your heart is true. If all in Hyrule are like you, then maybe you'll do alright. Thank you. Well, the princess spoke truly. As long as that mirror's around, we could meet again. Lake, I see you later. At the very least, this game did give us the best companion you could possibly ask for in the Zelda series. A very helpful one too, as well as a very strong character in Midna. Like I already mentioned before, this game wouldn't be a top 5 Zelda game to me. If I feel really generous, I might do that, but I can count on one hand 3 or 4 other games I would place way, way above it. Overall though, I do like this game. I do like it enough that I will play it again in the future. Speaking of playing it again though, we still have a loose end to tie up. Couple really if you think about it. Remember that we have some stamps that we have yet to collect? As well as some poes that have been left unaccounted for? Well, that leads me to what I've been keeping secret for a while. All of those collectibles you can find in one place, and that is at the opening back in the Gerudo Desert where you do get that slab of stone to fix the Bridge of Eldin. If you know this game, you know what lies inside, and if you don't, well, you might find out because I'm not gonna record that. I'm gonna live stream that instead. I've had this in mind when I was planning out the routing of this LP. And it wasn't until up until I got a new capture card, the Elgato HD60S, which is what I used to make this LP, and I must say, it was a pretty good, successful purchase I made for the first project I used to make this LP with. Because using the Elgato can also give me the ability to do live streams. Something that I never really thought of about doing until I got that device. As opened up a whole new batch of ideas that I am willing to try and do. I'm not sure when I'll be doing live streams. It's gonna happen on Twitch, but when that does happen, just keep an eye on my Twitter a little closely when I decide to actually jump on that. I'm going to do a stream on the one place you can find those stamps and pose. As we end with a very beautiful image of the Triforce. As well as a very familiar name that we'll always remember in our memories. But this is an HD port. You gotta give credit to the people who helped port this game over and give it a higher quality, that being Tantalus. And one last tidbit, the song you hear right now for the staff roll is actually the original game's teaser trailer song. Kinda cool that they brought that in to use for this sequence. Kinda brings the whole thing full circle, really. From idea to final product. So like I said, be sure to pay attention to my Twitter a little closely for when I decide to jump on doing live streams, because I'm gonna be live streaming both challenge dungeons. You heard me right, I said both dungeons, because one of the exclusive things about Twilight Princess HD is a second challenge dungeon that you can do only if you have the Wolf Link amiibo. I personally wasn't planning on doing this until I found one at the last convention I went to before, well, things happened with the world. And it's actually right behind me right now. It's been sitting on my shelf for the longest time, and I will be live streaming that sometime down the road. What does that dungeon look like? We'll get to that when we get to that. First, we gotta take care of the important dungeon, and that is gonna be the Cave of Ordeals, where we can find the last few collectibles that are remaining to find. But until that time comes, I hope you enjoyed the project. I know I certainly enjoyed making it, and I am looking forward to our next adventure. Until we meet again, farewell for now, and thanks for watching.